You are. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It's your girl Tiana and
Tony.
And in today's video we'll be doing a Q&A Facebook friends edition. Guys, some of them people don't even know if them subscribe, but Facebook friends edition. So on two separate occasions we had posted, made a post to say we'll be doing a Q&A and we asked our friends to furnish us with some questions, and so they did. Right, before we get into the video, I would like, sorry guys, I'm not prepared. I'd like to give a shout out to, as soon as we find the page. All right, first of all, thank you for everyone for your love and support. So I have been watching back some of our videos and I noticed that some of the videos have a whole heap of thumbs down. I mean, say, what are these people hating on? But and it's kind of discouraging sometimes, but you have some persons who they inbox you and them tell you thanks for the information, them ask you questions, them big you up and say great video, whatever the case. And I'm like, so what is everybody else hating on? And then it dawned on me that haters are gonna hate. Like, you don't know what else to do with yourself. You understand? Think about a police, like a genuine police officer. They live by their motto to protect and serve. Think about a genuine teacher. Her zeal and zest is to go into the classroom every day and to ensure that somebody walks away feeling enriched and empowered. Think about a nurse or a doctor, a genuine one now. They go to work every day with the intention to help somebody heal, to help somebody who is sick. And then the haters get up every morning and they think about who are they going to hate on today. And some of them might have just been subscribed to this channel, and so they have their notification bells on, and as soon as I post, there they are pressing the thumbs down button. Haters are going to hate. Guess what, hunties? We're not perturbed. Yes, it is discouraging, but we're not moved. It just drives us to go, to push on and go further. So, without any further ado, let me continue. Thank you to everyone for showing us the love and the support. It means a lot to us. And for the haters, I pity you, all of you. Then we just want to thank persons, like I said, for asking questions, recommending stuff, giving us suggestions. And for the persons who message me, I don't know if they're bombarded tone like how they bombard me and ask me for suggestions and my thoughts and all of that. Guys, that's really touching. It really means a lot to me. You understand? Sometimes Tony I feel say, lad, Tina, in our mind, I can't say this out. Tina can't come garbage, she just it's upon phone and stuff. But it's really my subscribers I'm talking to. Because like they watch my video and they don't comment below, them inbox me and say Tiana X, Y, and Z, and I really appreciate that. And not everybody vocal enough for put them comments out there. So I just want to tell everybody that's loving us, thank you. Because I mean, there's just too much hate in the world. Like, what are we doing? We're not doing anything to anybody. We're just here like other human beings, creating content, and people are loving it. So for those who don't, it's just too bad for you guys. I really genuinely feel sorry for y'all. But like I said, haters are gonna hate. They don't know what else to do with themselves more than just hate. Alright, so on the same topic of bigging up, I want to take the time out to big up Humble Youth, Sean Dreads, Sasha Gay, and the true supporters to this video. Sasha Gay, the other day, she messaged me while she was watching a video. She was playing along. So like when Tony gave me the words for spell, she over this spell too. And it's very, comforting to know that people are really out there genuinely supporting us. And we are grateful for you guys. Grateful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into the questions, shall we? Alright, so some time ago, one of our friends asked us how we met, and we met at a fashion show, Transwave, which is an organization that treats with the health and wellness of trans people living in Jamaica, had a fashion show, and that is really how me and Tony meet, like face to face. We met on Facebook and we were conversing for a month or so, yeah. But in terms of physically meeting, and we have an entire video about, I think we were wearing these exact shirts, yeah. I think of them shirts I would wear. Yeah, so if you go down to our very first or maybe third or fourth video, you'll see the whole how we met story, right? So you can get all of the details in that. All right, so that's Sapphire Aquamarine. Thank you for asking that question. So we have a whole video dedicated to how we met. Just scroll below. All right, our next question comes from Alex. Alex, you know which Alex? We're not calling last name because you know you, yeah. So he asked, how would you feel if your child was bullied because of your sexuality? What would you do? Tony, gotcha.
Well, would I feel bad, hurt, but the thing is, what I will try to do is, because at first, you know, I have to teach a child about differences in people, and sometimes, you know, people go always with people, and people will always say what they have to say. But you kind of like educate the child. Okay, you're going to have persons that are going to come at you because of this. Just give the child a heads up on the situation, because you know there's going to be people that have, because they're going either at the child's school, friends going to always have something to say. But the best thing to do is give the child a heads up, let them know, okay, you're from a different type of family, not the norm that persons would say, but people always have something to say. But you know, must always just teach a child to respect people, differences, and so forth.
Yeah, so by the way, Alex, we love you too, because you did say that in your post that you love us. We love you too. All right, so what I have written down here is that I'll follow the chain of command. So of course I will go to the teacher. I'm usually close with my teachers, like I'm always class with, like right now I'm the class for my daughter's class. So but what I don't try to do, because my child is young, I don't try to expose her to certain things. So Tony has never been to the school, right? He will be there at some point though, and like I said, I would follow the chain of command. Go to the teacher and report it, because as bad as things may, or as bad as people want to look at it, we're human. And contrary to popular demand or popular beliefs, we're not illegal citizens. We can be who we want to be, right? There's nothing written in stone that says, oh, if you're this, whatever, you're going to go to jail. You understand? So you're legal citizens. We have all right to exist, right? So it will be treated in a similar situation as it would have been treated in any other case if my child was being bullied for whatever else reason. You understand what I'm saying? Go to the teacher. If that doesn't help, I'd go to the principal. If that doesn't help, I go to the board. If that doesn't help, I go to the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education. Sorry, like I would go all out. And if that doesn't help, maybe I'll just have to approach those parents, because as bad as things are, we need to educate our children. As Tony said, that people different. Just as how you wouldn't see somebody with a disability because they're different from you, you wouldn't laugh at this person. If you see a blind man coming, you're not gonna laugh. You help him cross the road. You understand? So it's a similar case. I mean, we're people, we're human. The chain of command. And anybody know me know, say, when it come on to my child, please, just don't go there. Okay. Next question comes from Javion. The ED for J flag. What are some of the things a cisgender person needs to know before getting into a relationship with a transgender person? So what I have here, I want to go first, come on, Tony. Tony, I got teeth my ideas, because you know Tony love looking at my book and take up my things them. But I'm going to say you're going to need to pay attention to pronouns, definitely. Whatever pronouns your partner prefer, let's just say prefer right now, but you use them. You understand? You need to acquaint yourself with them and use them. That's the first thing. You're going to have to help your partner minimize dysphoria. So each trans person has dysphoria at a different level. Like some things that might be dysphoric for Tony might not be dysphoric for another trans person. So you need to know what makes your partner go yeah, and try to help them diminish that. So for example, we can use for Tony. You know, somebody like use Tony as example, right? Because Tony love going and feelings and all these things.
Seriously?
But I know that Tony is insecure about his top. So I don't touch it. I don't look at it. I try to act as if it's not there because I know how dysphoric it is for him. And if him catch me, I look on it, him probably gonna feel some type of way and run going in the bathroom or something. And I don't want that because I never like whatever is up there like that. You understand? So whatever makes your partner uncomfortable about themselves, you need to pay attention to it and try to minimize it. I also have learned all you can about being trans so that you're able to discuss it with outsiders, other people. So before I meet Tony, I don't really know nothing about nothing. And since I meet Tony, I start understand what going on. And when I say my partner is trans, you know, people can say, what that mean? And you have to start explain. In order for you to give accurate information, you have to know. So you have to read, educate yourself. You're going to have to be your partner's biggest supporter. So being trans, it really hard. I asked a question the other day about if it is harder to be trans as opposed to be a butch or something, and a lot of people say it's harder to be a butch, but I personally don't believe that, and we will be sharing that in another video. So you have to be your partner's biggest supporter. Like they lean to you for love and support and just affirmation. So you have to be that for your partner. Tony?
That's it? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I never teach you idea them. I'm trans people, so I know these stuff.
You're gonna get me over?
Anyways.
See the time I run after, so try home.
Anyways. Pronouns are important. That's my first one. Pronouns are very important. For any trans person, even though some trans person might not cause a big deal, but going by the right pronouns can do a lot for them, even though when they claim to say it's not a big deal. Yeah, so pronouns are important. You have to be willing to be your partner's strength. When I say that, it means because trans persons go through a lot on a day-to-day basis, just navigating spaces and so forth. So you have to be willing to go through them when they're going through their rocky times. Sometimes as trans persons we might not want to talk about exactly what's going internally, but you have to be willing to be their strength. Even when time it seem like say, alright, if you know that you're not willing to go through the rough times with the person, I don't think it's only for trans person, but also when you're in a relationship with anybody, if you're not willing to go the extra mile with that person, go through the rocky time with the person, don't enter a relationship. Because I believe that if in a case where a trans person invests their time, their effort and everything into the relationship, and then you know from the beginning that you are not in it for the long haul, then you say, this is too much. You can't manage this. This is because trans people go through this for her. Sometimes me just feel like I'm just someone bad for no reason at all, because of how I'm feeling on the inside, right? And you just have to be willing to, yeah, me want to emphasize on that point, to be the person's strength, because if you're not willing to do that, then it's going to cause, because then if I'm not able to lean on Tiana when I am going through my down times, or when the entire world is a little upon me, then I mean, if you're in a relationship with your partner, you're supposed to be willing, you're supposed to be able to confide in that person, lean on that person, even when the person themselves are going through the rocky times themselves. But again, you just have to be willing to be the person's strength. Yeah. Regular affirmations. That is also very important, right? for example, a trans person might go through a day, and through the entire day, they misgender them. They get misgendered to the entire day. The entire day, them go through the day, regular person misgender them, and you're the person now comes home to you, or even not comes home to you, but if you're not living together, but they now come around you, regular affirmations. It goes right back to pronouns. But then at the end of the day, it might not just be pronouns. You're going out, you say, for example, you're with a trans man, you're going to say my boyfriend, or use masculine affirmations, right? Yeah, basically it. That's what I have done. Feel awful.
Say done, babe. Babe, the time done.
Yes.
All right. The next question is, what is or are your biggest plans for 2020? So like these questions were asked a long time ago. So I have 3 points here. Number 1 was moving into our own home, which we did. Finish my degree, which paused because of COVID, but yeah, that is underway. Start looking about our car, yes, and to launch a GoFundMe account. That was that's one of my, what are the things that in my head where I want to do that later on for 2020, because we'd want to start saving towards Tony's surgery. So that was one of the plans that I had for 2020. Thanks, Kim. That came from you. Thank you for asking that question.
Alright, so biggest plan for 2020. Again, the plan was to move to Kingston. And also one of the plans for 2020 was for self-growth. Alright, because I believe that moving would be one of the push or the drive to improve myself for better for more self-growth, and also plan invest in a car. That was one of the plans for 2020. Also saving for top surgery. I wasn't thinking about the GoFundMe, but saving for top surgery, and also one of the other plans that I had was just to invest in time and building bonds with my beautiful wife here. Yes. Hi.
Okay. What are the best and worst things that have happened in your relationships thus far? Best thing is just to have met someone who is my total opposite, with whom I mesh well. To be able to impact Tony's life in the way that I have, and to meet someone who is serious about life and is ready and willing to take on its challenges with me. So those are basically the best things. We don't really have no worst moment yet, and yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Alright, we can't find one with the right. Alright, let's just take it out the top of my head. Alright, so the best thing so far is to be with someone that accepts me for me. Being with someone that I can totally be myself with. Be with someone who has the same goals and aspirations that I have. So yeah, that's basically that. Also, I think for me, the worst, I would not say the worst, but one of the things in our relationship that I would say is considered worst is me allowing my insecurities or my internal issues to affect the relationship in a way where I feel like I'm causing problems. Yeah, so that's basically it.
Okay. All right, so the last question for this session, because we're running out of time, guys, and we don't want the video to be extremely long. it's for me to explain how I identify, explain my sexuality. So let me just read. For my entire life, I have identified as straight, lesbian, bisexual, and now I just go by queer because, as you can see, um, I say queer because of the type of union I'm currently in. While I can say that I'm straight because Tony is a man, saying that I'm straight, people will automatically assume that I'm possibly with a cisgendered man. And similarly, if I say that I'm bisexual, people will automatically think that I am attracted to cis men and cis women. To say that I'm a lesbian discredits Tony, but to say that I'm queer opens up the floor for conversation. People are gonna ask, what that mean, what that mean, what that mean. I would have made a post that I don't like pussy or vagina. Sorry, YouTube. I don't like vagina. And even though I've dated women, there's nothing in the rule book that says you have to. You know, answer certain things for you. You have to like vagina a certain way where you eat it and you poke it up, you caress it and all of these things, which I don't. I have done it in the past, but it's not something I enjoy. And it's as simple as that. I just don't enjoy certain things. Some people say, ah, boom, boom, and da, and then face and everywhere for inner it. That was not my reality. Like, I don't enjoy it that way. So a lot of times persons ask me, yeah, really lesbian? So, oh yeah, lesbian, you know, like this, you know, like that. You can be anything you want to be. You don't have to enjoy everything. You understand? Look past straight man and straight woman. And not every straight woman like oral sex, and not every straight man like oral sex. That don't mean that they're not straight. And I hate when people like to make it seem as if to be LGBT is only about sex and oral sex. That it is not. It is just who you're attracted to. You know, if you me can attracted to somebody and really not having sex with them and still be who I am. Like, where the sex part of it doing nothing. You understand? Me can be lesbian and I'm celibate. I'm not having sex, that doesn't mean that I'm not lesbian. You understand? So right now I identify as queer, and for anybody out there who not sure how them identify, it is pretty okay. You not have to know. Just know, say at this point you like this, and if next year you feel like you like something else, that is pretty fine. Never allow anybody to feel as if you have to put yourself in a box, because you don't have to. There's nothing that is written in stone, right? There's nothing that you if you say, oh, you're lesbian, you have to be lesbian forever. You don't have to be. If further down the line you feel like, say, you start being attracted to men, that's okay. Maybe you're not lesbian, maybe you're bisexual. If you realize,
You're
oh,
pansexual.
I was about to say, you realize, oh, you think you like man and woman, and then you realize you like something else, or a gender fluid person or whatever, that's okay. You can like, don't allow people to let you feel little about yourself, you know. So like I said, we don't really have much time for this video, and we don't want it to be long, so we will do a part 2 to the Q&A, because we have a lot more questions. And if you have any question that you'd like to ask us based on what we've already answered, or just some random questions, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments, or you can message me on IG at Tiana Wins, or you can message me on Facebook, Tiana Tony Rebel Laws, or you can message Tony, doesn't matter. So guys, until next time, peace out.